No intro, just a quick story, you feel me? I want to drop some on y'all for today, you know what I'm saying? So one day I'm cooling, right? I had this homegirl named E. Now E was this skinny white girl, you know what I'm saying? And she kind of looked like she grew up in a trailer park. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when I say grew up in a trailer park, right? Cold part about it, when I met E, she was living in a trailer park. Anyway, so me and E used to always go and smoke that gas with a couple people. We'll walk down the road before we go to school, smoke the gas, come back, and then they'll be smoking cigarettes, right? Now, E wasn't the first person to introduce me to Joe's, because that's what we call them in Louisiana, Joe's. She wasn't the first person to introduce me to Joe's, but she was the first person to tell me about the Boost, right? So the Boost is this right here. As we walking, he like, man, kill, man, hit this Joe, bro, hit this Joe, it's gonna boost you, it's gonna boost you. I'm like, what you talking about boost me? She was like, it's gonna boost your high. She was like, the nicotine from the Joes, when you hit it after you done smoke the gas, it's gonna boost your high and make you stay high longer. I'm like, bro, what scientific lab did you hear this shit from? Like, was you watching YouTube or what? Cause ain't no fucking way, bro, I'ma smoke the gas, then hit a Joe, and it's gonna boost my high, right? She's like, I promise you, bro, I promise you, that bitch gonna boost your high, that bitch gonna boost your high. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I hit the Joe. Right now, I hit it like I'm hitting the gas, right? She was like, nah, don't do that, don't do that. Don't hit it like you hit the gas. You just gotta hit it and blow that bitch out. Like, you gotta hit it and blow that bitch out. So I'm like, okay, boom. So I'm doing what she's telling me. And I'm noticing real quick, like, oh, shit, wait. I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. Like, why all of a sudden I feel like my high done got boosted, right? So, boom, we used to do this shit down there every fucking day. One day, my little at the time, it was my BM at the time, she had put up on me, right? When she put up on me, she had dropped off some cologne and something else. And so she seen eating them right there. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, what you doing with her? And I'm like, man, that's my home girl. Like, she cool people. Like, it ain't even nothing like that, you feel me? So, boo, she dropped everything out. She was like, well, get in the car, I'll drop you off at school. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna walk with them. She was like, so you'd rather walk with them than hop in the car with me and I'll take you to school? I'm like, yeah, like, not these my people, bro. Like, we just cooling, we just walking, we just cooling. She got mad and pulled off, right? Boom. He was like, I hope your old lady don't think like me and you like on that type of timing, because like, I look at you more like a brother than anything. I like, nah, she cool, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping off of none of that, you know what I'm saying? Now, E rode my bus, all right? But the trailer park she lived in was not the same trailer park that I lived in, right? So E rode my bus, right? One day it was this dude, I ain't gonna put his name out there, we just call him Jay. Right, Jay seen me and E cooling in class one day and just, you know, talking and doing different stuff. So he pulled up on me like, hey man, keep on. That's your homegirl? Like, what? Y'all got something going on? I was like, nah, that's just my dog E. You feel me? Like, what's up? He was like, man, I won't eat, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I won't eat. I like, well, shit, you know what I'm saying? Say less. I'll pass that little message off too, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, we'll make it happen like that right there. He's like, man, bet that you solid, you solid. I'm like, nah, you good, my nigga, you good. You feel me? Like, shit, you trying to peel off and go smoke? So I'm like, hell yeah, bet. Boom. So me and Jay pull out, we blow down, you know what I'm saying? Now, me and him talking, as we blowing down, me and him just talking about, like, you know, different type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know my shirt a little faded, I don't care. Me and him started talking about just certain little things that, you know, we want to accomplish as far as when we get a little older and, you know, little certain things or whatever, you feel me? So me and Jay, we just cooling and shit, we just talking, right? So I get back to school and I'm on the bus with E. Now when I'm on the bus with E, I'm telling her, like, say, you know, white boy Jay. She was like, oh yeah, I know him. What about him? I'm like, well shit, he trying to see what's up with that. She was like, okay, he kind of cute anyways, you know what I'm saying? From the third. I'm like, bet that. As all this is going on, I'm telling her it's a girl named S in the back of the bus. I'm like, man, what's up with S? She was like, what you mean? I was like, man, I don't know. I kind of like, yeah, I kind of want that. She was like, boy, don't you got a BM? I was like, man, yeah, I do, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to see what's up with that. Boom. So she looked back at S. She waved at her. S waved back at her. She was like, go on ahead. So boom, I go back there, right? So as I go back there, I'm sitting there. Me and S kicking it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talking and shit. She was like, ain't you with such and such? I'm like, yeah, but right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm back here with you. I'm trying to holler at you. I'm trying to see what's happening with that. Get your number, something, conversate, right? She was like, I ain't trying to get you caught up. I ain't gonna get caught up, sweetheart. I'm just trying to see what's up with you, though, you feel me? So, boom, me and her start doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go back there and sit with her, like, down there every day. She sat in the same seat all the way in the back, right? We got to a point where, like, we would start kissing each other. She'll let me play with that thing, you feel me? Like, it was straight, man. So, boom, one day I ended up skipping school like that whole day, right? Boom, we had a bus driver named Mr. Kid. I skipped school that whole day. And I get back on the bus. When I get on the bus, E already on the bus early, right? Cause I got on the bus before it was anybody on that bit. When I get on that bit, E already on the bus. She's sitting down and she reading the book. I'm like, man, what you doing? Like, what you got going? She was like, oh, nothing, just reading this little book or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's happening. That's what happened. Key, I gotta talk to you. Well, what's up? Well, first thing is, I don't want you to get caught up behind S. I'm like, what you mean? She was like, you know, you got your BM and everything, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want no problems between that when we're whooping the third, because I don't want to have to, you know what I'm saying, put my hands on somebody because they messing with S. Now, her and S was, that was her dog, right? I'm like, nah, you good, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to really pursue that. I was really just trying to smash. Oh, speaking of smashing, you know I smashed Jay, right? Oh, for real? Oh, that's what's happening, you know what I'm saying? I put that little play in, you feel me? Yeah, that's what's happening. She was like, but, Key, like, let me tell you something. I said, what's up? She said, listen, you got meat picking your phone? I mean, yeah, but what's up, though? Like, you good? She was like, let me see it. Boom. So I show her the meat pick, right? She was like, okay. She was like, okay. You working with something, right? I said, okay. She said, when me and Jay linked up, we got to talking and everything. The pants got dropped. You know what I'm saying? And it was big. She was like, I gave him the throat. I said, okay. She said, now I was surprised because he was a white boy. She said, I was surprised that he was bigger than what I thought. I thought he was gonna have a pencil meat. And I'm like, man, you funny as hell. Pencil meat. She said, I thought he was gonna have a pencil meat, right? But it was big. But sometimes, Key, I want you to understand, like, sometimes, like, this is just me being your homegirl telling you how women think. She say sometimes, even though it's big, you might not know what you're doing. So as she telling me this, I'm sitting back like, oh shit, wait, what? She was like, yeah, because we started doing it, and it was like, you ever heard the expression that white boy smashed like a jackrabbit? Yeah, cause it was that one little porno I had watched, right? And like the white boy was just, I'm talking like, and I'm like, damn, this nigga got fucking unlimited amount of energy right now. Like, what type of time is he on? You feel me? So she was like, yeah, so it was big, right? But he was just, and I'm telling him like, stop, it hurt. Like you doing too much. And it's like he didn't register that in his mind, and he kept going, and he hurt me. So I'm like, oh shit. She was like, it wasn't pleasure. She was like, yeah, he wasn't little. It was big, but he didn't give me that pleasure that I needed. I'm like, okay. She said, now you got a big one too, right? She said, but listen to me, Key. When you doing what you do, when you do how you do it, don't go around here thinking just because you big that you pleasuring this girl. You could be hurting her. She said, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, she said, sometimes us as women, we don't want it too big, right? We don't want it too big. She said a perfect size, somebody who will get in there, hit all your right spots. It's all about hitting the right spots, Key. Now she putting me on game. I feel like I'm in class. Hold on, let me get my book out. Okay, hit the right spot. Continue. So she like, yeah, like, you know, and I just told him like, man, like, right when we got done, Key, she was like, man, you know, like, you working with something, but it's just the fact that you don't know how to have sex. And he like, what you mean? So he get offended because I'm telling him this. He was like, my big. She said, I never said it was little. I'm just telling you, like, you hurt me. Like, you don't know what you're doing with it. Some guys just don't know what they doing with what they got. I'm like, okay, that makes sense, right? Just a quick little story, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to drop on y'all. But the reason I brought this up was because a lot of dudes like to brag about their meat. A lot of dudes like to brag how big they is, how wide they is, how long they is, this and that, right? But if you got that and you know you blessed with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't know how to use it, it don't even matter if it's big or not. All right. And then another thing, if you average size, because the thing is, us as men, we know. Now we ain't going around looking at other dudes' meat. Hey, boy, let me see your meat. Let me see how mine compare to you. We not doing that. But like as a man, when he get hard, and you got that motherfucker, like you gonna know what you working with. You gonna know immediately, like, damn, my dick, that be big, that be medium, that be small, that be fat and short, that be long and skinny. You gonna know as a man. But just because you might be working with something, that don't mean you working with something. All right? Understand what I just said. I'm trying to put y'all on game. Because a lot of y'all do run around this big acting like you just really about that life because you know he big down there, right? Whole time, you smashing something, you feel me? You hurting that girl, but you not giving her no pleasure. Nigga be running around, oh man, bitch, she couldn't even walk. But did she enjoy it? Did she enjoy it? All right, that's the main thing. Did she enjoy it or not, my nigga? You feel me? You just working with something, but you don't know how to work with what you got. Now that's a cold get down. After that, I asked E, has she talked to Jay? No. I'm cool, Nikki. That's a bet. One day I tried to shoot my shot at E and she said, boy, you know I look at you like a brother. I said, yeah. Touche. But E used to plug me up with her friends all the time. I'm not even gonna hold you. E would plug me in with her little friends and shit, and I would use that to my advantage. Was you striking, Key? What? Was I striking? If the only fight that you had was out of Matchbox, would you strike? Oh, okay. Hell yeah, I was striking, boy. I used to use my homegirls as an advantage to get certain females. Not even gonna hold you. I found that out at a young age that if you got a homegirl and she got, and 9 times out of 10, not all her friends gonna be bad, but she gonna have some bad friends. You can use your homegirl to get the bad friends. You can use your homegirls as a deploy to get what you want. And then whenever you making a move like that, make sure you have assets available to you, because not everybody's gonna do something for free, because most people want something in return when they do you a favor. So my strategy was, well, if you do this for me, then I got some dudes for you if you're trying to make that shake. And down there, every time I made that play shake, they always said, okay, bet, and they would do it every time. So whenever I would go to E, whenever I would go to my homegirl, the one that me and her made the greatest scheme ever, right? A, we're gonna call her A. Whenever I would go to E, whenever I would go to A, it was this one chick, we just gonna call her S. I had made a play with her like that too. Like, it was a couple of females I made a play like that with. You see what I'm saying? And the play worked. Like, it's bulletproof. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could give y'all that piece of the game, you know what I'm saying? Because my time of doing that is over. You know, I'm not into that no more. You know what I'm saying? But if I was single, I would still make that play. That's the easiest play you can make. That's the easiest play you can make. You know what I'm saying? Just how I plugged in white boy J with my homegirl E, that wasn't for free. I got something in return for that. You see what I'm saying? But certain things just don't need to be said on the internet. I'm just keeping it a bean, dog. You read between the lines, nigga. But look, man, we don't ask for 3 things, man: guidance, knowledge, and wisdom. And if it ain't that, I already know what time it is with me over here. Till next time. Oh, now, I appreciate y'all rocking my video, man. It was just a short story, you know what I'm saying, to give y'all some content. Don't be Jay. Don't be Jay in life just because you know you, what Cat Williams said, I'm working with a monster. Hold on, pimp, I'm working with a monster. One at a time. I'm working with a monster. Just because you working with a monster, or you think you working with a monster, that don't mean that you can pleasure a woman. Because a lot of dudes, bro, they might be working with something, you feel me, but don't even know how to work with what they got. So understand what I just said, bro. And females, this go for y'all too. Just because you got a body, that don't mean shit. You feel me? Just because you got a little body, that don't mean nothing. Just keeping it a beam, man. Y'all have a blessed day. I will be back on this bitch tomorrow. For real.